Hello, hello. Let's do some skincare. I'll wait a couple of minutes for a few to come on and we'll get cracking on our skincare tonight. We all need skincare. So drop a comment, say hello when you come in. Don't forget to hit that like button as you come in. And if you're not already subbed up, if you're just watching from the bushes, if you would sub up, I would greatly appreciate it. And hit the bells so that you'll get notified each and every time. We're going to talk skincare tonight, and we have an unboxing to do from Head Candy. And I haven't got it opened, nothing. So say hello when you pop in and we'll get going. So how is everyone doing tonight? How is everyone? Did everyone have a good day? I cleaned my makeup room, reorganized it, got it looking better. Just need to get some shelving, more shelving, and then we're all good. So if you haven't got that video, I uploaded a video. It's just a short, like minute and a half or a minute video. If you want to go back and have a look at that, then if you want to go back, and I just had a message coming in. If you want to go back and have a look at that and see what my makeup room here looks like, it's nothing like glamorous, but it does the deed. It definitely keeps things organized and all that stuff. So first thing I'm going to start with, I have already cleansed my skin. I just literally got out of the shower. So I've already used my exfoliating cleanser. This is the Age Reverses line from Pharmacy. So I've already used this in the shower. It is an exfoliating cleanser. I absolutely love it. So I use this once a day, and then I use a gel cleanser like in the morning, and I like to use this in the evening after I remove my makeup. Then I like to put that on because it really gets the dirt gone off that face and gets rid of any excess makeup and whatnot. So it definitely does good. The next step for your skincare is always toner. Now, toner is going to help close up any of your pores. It's going to shrink your pores. And another really nice thing too about toner, after you cleanse your face, especially when you have makeup on and you use toner, you'll be very, very surprised how much makeup is still on your skin. So I'm just patting that in with a cotton swab. So I'm just patting the toner in, let that absorb. Taking care of your skin is definitely crucial to your skin. So we're going to let that dry in. Okay. We're just going to let that sink right on in here, just like that. So we've already cleansed, we've toned, we're letting that dry. We're going to go in with some serums, and it's not a huge process, but you do want to do all the steps to ensure healthy skin. Every week I microneedle as well, so or microblading, microneedling, whatever, same difference. So each week I do that. I've noticed a huge difference in my skin since I have been doing that. It has definitely softened fine lines, and I can see my face starting to get a little plumper around here. And this is where you really lose collagen, especially as we get older, the collagen, the elasticity. This is where it starts to show your aging. So I can really see a difference in doing that. Come, I don't. Okay. So the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a hyaluronic acid serum. Now this one is nothing fancy. It's just one that I've gotten at Marshall's. So you can grab that anywhere really. So we're going to drip this onto the skin like that. And we're going to let that absorb in. You should definitely use hyaluronic acid on your skin. It will make a huge difference. And remember, when you're doing your skincare, bring it down your neck. You want to do that as well. And the key to doing your skincare is to push up. So with makeup, we bring it down because we don't want it to go into our pores. With skincare, we blend it up. Blend her up. We're just letting that work its way in. Just like that. Your skin will be very, very thankful if you take care of it young. I started using skincare before I was 20. And it definitely makes a huge difference on your skin. Huge difference. All right, so our next thing that we are going to use will be a serum. And this is from the Age Reverses line as well. So the Age Reversers line has anti-aging ingredients in it that's going to really help to turn back time on your skin. And it feels amazing. So we're just going to let this absorb into our skin. As you can see, it gives a really nice, healthy glow. So we're just letting that absorb into my skin. And our next step is going to be serum. So, and all you need is just one pump. So I just put a dab on my cheeks, my forehead, and my chin. And it blends all the way in. This feels so good on your skin. Feels amazing. And like I said, just push it into your skin. Bring it upwards. And for anyone that's catching the replay, drop a comment. Let me know that you did. If you have any questions, don't hesitate at all. And if you're not a sub, please sub up. I'm really trying to get to my 1,000 subs. So if you guys would help me out with that, I would be so, so thankful. All right. And in my videos, my very first one that I did, I have a little giveaway there. So for anyone that subs up and you like and comment on that video, it can be anything, giveaway, hi, whatever. Just make a comment on that video, sub up and like, and you're going to be entered into my giveaway as soon as I hit 1,000 subs. And I've heard that it's changed, but I can't find it anywhere. If it is 500 subs to get monetized, then I'll do the drawing at 500. As soon as I get monetized, I will be doing that drawing. So the next step that we're going to do is this is an eyelid cream. Now this here is from City Beauty. It is really, really good. And it's time that I order a new one very soon. So this here is just for those wrinkly lids. As we age, sadly, we age everywhere. So this is just primarily for your lids. And I can see a difference using it. I really, really like it. As you can see, I like it. It's like down to there. So if I don't like it, I'm not going to use it. Trust me. It ain't going to happen. Say hello when you come in. Don't be shy. I don't badge. Okay. So the very next thing, this is the night. So it's called a night mask. But typically when we hear the word mask, it means that we want to take it, like put it on and you leave it on for so long and then you take it off. Not with this one. This one here absorbs right into your skin. So this is the nighttime one. And it's the Age Reverses line again. And it's almost like, I'll show you, it's like a jelly. Like it's very, very jelly-like. And you really didn't even need as much as I took out there, but I have it out. And this here is the Dr. C. Tuna's Absolute Serum. So what you do with this, and I only use it once a day, and it's got a dropper here on it. So I take that, just give it one pump like that, and I mix it in with the night mask. Just I absorb it onto, just rub it into my skin like that. You don't use that one alone. It is very potent, very, very good. And I definitely took out too much, but that's okay. And once again, we're absorbing upwards into our skin. And if anyone is interested in any skincare, I can tell you how you too can get 50% off. No, you don't have to sell a thing. I have a lot of discount shoppers, which are considered, they're just ladies that just shop for their 50% off. You never have to sell a thing. But in no shape or form am I pushing it. So if you'd like to save some money and you want quality skincare, I gotcha. All right. So this is the mask. So the first step, so I'll show you the steps again. This was the exfoliating cleanser. I've already done that when I was in the shower. Exfoliating cleanser. Then you want to tone. Then I used a hyaluronic serum. Then a regular serum. Then I used the night cream or night mask with the elixir. So in the daytime, it would be opposite. So instead of, now, and I don't use this, these are nighttime ones that I do. So we'll take those out of the match, out of the mix. In the daytime, it's just cleanser, toner, serum, moisturizer, and eye cream. So that's your daytime. In the nighttime, you're going to add on the elixir and a hyaluronic acid. And I also use a vitamin C serum, but I use this in the day as well. So in the daytime, I will put this on just before my regular serum. So after I tone, I will put on this serum. And this here is from Beauty Shakers. I don't have a discount code with them, sadly, but maybe someday. So, and now we're just going to use a small amount of eye cream. And with eye cream, you want to use it with your ring finger, only your ring finger. So the skin underneath your eyes is the thinnest skin on your body. So your ring finger is going to have the least amount of pressure. So that's why you go in with your ring finger. So I'm just patting it on, and I'm not forgetting the lid. And that's all I do. I just absorb, rub, work it in like that. Just work it in there. You don't want to tug and pull on your skin under your eyes. And you don't want very much, especially as you put on makeup, because it's going to make your eyes look crepey looking, like your concealer is not going to blend in as well. So you don't want to much, like just a little tiny, less than a pea size basically should do both eyes. So your eye cream is going to last a while because you don't use much. There. That is the skincare regimen. Anyone have any questions? And of course, whatever's on my hand for mixing it in, I'm going to rub it in. Oh, and this here is a sculpting cream. This is also from City Beauty. This here, this is going to go down on my neck and on my chest. You don't want to forget your chest area, because you will get lines. And remember, work it up. And I rub it all in. So that's it. That's as easy breezy it gets. Okay, we got to put on some glasses to see who we're talking to. Hello, Janice. How are you? Watching from the bushes with heat pad. Oh, my darling, I hope you feel better, sweetheart. Is it your back? I know what it's like to have back issues and neck issues. I've had a few back surgeries and shoulder surgeries, so it's not pleasant. So I definitely feel your pain, but I'm glad you said hi. If you're not subbed up, if you guys would give me, if you'd hit on that like button and hit the subscribe button, I'd greatly appreciate it. And like I said, I have a giveaway I'm doing once I get monetized, and I'm not sure if that's at 500 or 1,000 subscribers. It was 1,000. They say it's cut down to 500, but I can't find it anywhere, so I'm still going with the 1,000. But if it's 500 and I get my viewing hours in there, well then, yay, that will be perfect. And I have a really nice giveaway. I have a ton of products. So yeah, whoever wins that is going to be pretty lucky. So just all you need to do is just subscribe, hit the like button on it, and comment, and then you're in. You're in. So the next thing that we're going to do, I got to get a pair of scissors out of my drawer first off. Whoops. Wrong drawer. I uploaded a video today on my room. Sunday I started at it, and I just got my vanity. I stripped out every drawer. There's 10 drawers of it, cleaned it all out. So I did that on Sunday, and after that I was like toast. I couldn't think about anything else. So here we are. So this is a bag. That's just garbage. This is from Head Candy. So let's see what we have here. Ooh. We don't need to like be all gentle. So this is a travel bag. And I know what these are awesome for travel, for all your all your products. But what that is coming with is this and this. So I am obsessed with this shampoo. So I already have this here, but this was a deal on. It was a really sweet deal with the purple shampoo. I'm not going to open these yet because I have like over half of one of each in my shower. This is the shampoo and conditioner for silver hair, blonde hair. I have a bunch of silver put through mine. Kind of everywhere. Degenerative disc. Oh my God. Fibromyalgia, post-cancer, permanent nerve damage, so bedridden. Oh my God, you poor thing. I know about nerve damage. I had, it will be 2 years in October. I had a spinal stimulator implanted for severe nerve damage. And I get the thing, not getting out of bed. There's many days for many stretches at a time, like my feet can't hit the floor. The pain is so bad. So I totally feel your pain, and trust me, my heart goes out to you, because there's nothing worse and there's nothing more miserable. Like I said to one of my girlfriends today, both of us crochet, and she's like, I've got this sweater done. I said, I haven't touched a thing in a month, and I crochet every single day. For the last month though, I haven't picked it up, but I picked it up on, I think it was Saturday night, and I was in so much pain. Even the crocheting was pissing me off. So I was like, bye. And my husband, he was in bed the whole weekend. He has a condition in his hip with the sciatic, something with, I can't even think of the name. I always forget the name of it, but it's something with the sciatic nerve and this muscle. There's not enough space. So his goes into spasms. Not enough space, or it's too long, one or the other. So the week before, I had an ambulance here. He couldn't move, could not get out of bed. And that's not like him at all. He's had this condition now for a few years, but it's never ever gotten to this degree. So I had an ambulance here. They came and went and basically were like, there's nothing they're going to do for you, blah, blah, blah. It's because they didn't want to take him. I should have spoke up and said, the hell with that. You're taking him. I mean, the man was miserable. Well, by Thursday, my son came and got him. And I said, you need to take him to Emerge. These nerves cannot deal any longer. I'm shot. So I said, come take him or he's throw punch. I wouldn't do that, but at the moment, that's what I wanted to do. So I was like, I wonder how he deals with me. So Saturday night, he's laying in the bed. I pick up my crocheting, and that was pissing me off because I was in so much pain. Well, I went, boom, I threw that. And he looked at me. He's like, whoa. And I was like, yeah, not touching that either. So there we go. So I totally feel you, girl. I totally feel you. It's not fun. This is why I started coming back live. So I have a beauty page on Facebook, haven't been on there for a while, and it's just called Beauty by Kimberly. I used to go on there quite a bit, but my back had gotten so bad, and after the surgery, and when I had the last one, the spinal stimulator put in, it didn't, so I still live with a lot of nerve pain, but the nerve pain now, at first it was doing really good, but now the nerve pain with the stimulator in is all the time, like pretty frequent as prior to the stimulator. And they have no idea why. Of course, you can't get into a pain clinic. I need injections in the facet joints. I have severe arthritis in those. I have degenerative disc disease as well. I have 3 disc bulges in my neck. Yeah, I'm just a hot mess. So I needed an outlook to be able to for an hour a day or every other day when I feel up to it, that no pressure whatsoever. I do it on my own terms, and I needed some sort of an outlook to be able to not think about it, if you know what I mean. So that's when I thought, you know what, I'm going to start it. I'm just going to start and throw it to the wolves and go to YouTube. So here we are. Whether YouTube wants me or not, I'm here. So there we go. And the next, so I've had this. I absolutely love this, but I'm out of it. So this is the hair mask. It's really, really yummy. I'm out of it. I was using another one. As I just got a little glimpse under my nail. Hair mask. I only wash my hair oh gracious, I haven't washed my hair since last Monday. So today I was like, girl, what are you waiting for? Your hair's filthy. So I washed it today. But I was thinking before I got in the shower, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are going to be 3 gorgeous days to lay out in the sun. Maybe I'll wait till Friday. So I thought, no, I can't do that. So I didn't. So here we are. But so every other time I wash my hair, that's when I use the whole purple shampoo. So every other time. So in between, I'll just use like a hydrating shampoo or something that's, I have a couple of different ones from pharmacy. And all this here is from Head Candy. Now I've never had this. This is new and I can't wait to start it. This one. So this here is, it's a heat protectant, which I have Head Candy's regular heat protectant. So this is the regular one. Now I'm going to have lots of heat protectant. I won't run out for a while, that's for sure. But this one is for blonde. Good God. They really make you work to get into it, that's for sure. This is, like I said, for blondes, silvers. So this is why I wanted it. And I needed the mask. I didn't need the shampoo and conditioner, but it wasn't that much more to buy the whole set, which was on sale for $50 Canadian, than it was to just to get the two. So I was like, well, if anyone is like me and they like a good deal, we're getting the deal. So that's what we did. So that's the shampoo. Then there's more goodies. Holy moly, what have we all got here? Oh. Ooh. My gracious. Oh my goodness. So the natural teas, the Flake Natural Tea Sponge Body Loofah. Well, we got to open it and check it out. This was a deal as well. I think it was like $15 or something. It was really inexpensive. And all you need to say to me is, girlfriend, listen, they could mark it up. It could be $50 anyway. Put it up to 100 and tell me I'm getting 50% off. I'm in. Shut the door. Oh, isn't that ever nice? Oh, and very, very smushy. That's going to be quite nice. So we have that. This came in a set. So it was that with body wash. Let's open it and give it a sniff. I'm all about the smells. And I love a nice smelly, good, not stinky smelly, a good smelly body wash. So let's check her out. 1 second. They really make sure it's not going to spill. Wow. Holy moly. Okay. Oh, is it ever? It's got a really nice citrus smell to it. So experience silky smooth for fresh skin with cooling peppermint body wash formulated with vitamin E, coconut oil, shea butter, avocado oil, and sea kelp. Our eucalyptus and tea tree oil infused body wash. Buy Head Candy. It smells yummy. Then we have a face and body soap. Well, I'm not going to open this right now because I probably ain't going to use it for a while. So that's just a soap that came with it. So in that set, oh, and then we have one more. What's this? I think this was a scrub. Like I said, they're really, really careful not to have any spillage, that's for sure. I've had this box for 2 days, but I've been waiting to open it live. And every time I walk into this room, I'm looking at the box and I'm thinking, should I just like crack her open and have a little looky-loo? But I didn't. First time for everything. My husband can't even I'm like a baby. Christmas? Oh my God. The man has no idea. No clue. How many times he thinks he has these wonderful hiding spots. He doesn't realize how good I am yet. Only 34 years in December. He should have figured it out by now. Oh my Lord. Okay. So it's a body scrub. If we can get the lid off, we'll be doing great. If I don't stab myself in the meantime, we'll be doing even better. I just did these nails today, so I'm doing everything I can not to break the darn things. Ooh, look at that. Oh, it smells yummy. Ooh, got it. Oh my gracious, that would be a really nice scrub. Look at that. Whoops. Oops. It feels so good. Ooh my Lord. smells really good. It feels amazing. I'll be using that tomorrow. See, I couldn't. That's why I was so tempted before I just went and got in the shower. And I thought, because I knew I had these things. But I was a good girl for once in my life. And I waited. But it was very hard. I won't lie. I shall not tell a lie. It was difficult. I can't even I'm off, even if I have something coming. Oh my God almighty, I'm checking the tracking. I'm like, where are you now? And trust me, I have I get many deliveries. Too much. I'm going to try to be good. I vowed I was going to be really good this month, and that went right to hell. But next month, I'm going to be good. I'm not going to order as much. Now, I can't help it if things come into July that was ordered in June. That's not my fault. That's totally delivery. Not my fault. That's my thing. Okay. And these I was so excited to get. Put some of this foolishness in it first. Okay, get rid of that box. Okay, so this here is 3 face masks. They were like $4, 5 at the most Canadian. 5 at the most Canadian. Janice, are you in the US or in Canada, love? I am in Canada, obviously, if I'm paying Canadian prices, you know. So this here is a clay mask, contains powerful antioxidants, nutrients, and vitamins. Our blueberry mask, I thought I said clay mask stick. Oh, it's blueberry. Okay, girl. Containing powerful antioxidants, nutrients, and vitamins. Our blueberry mask helps to remove dead skin cells and stimulate new surface cells, which may result in a smoother, brighter appearance. Directions: apply evenly to dry face while keeping safely away from your eyes. Let mask sit for 10 to 15 minutes until it is dry to touch. Rinse off with cool water. Well, can't wait to try that. I love a mask. I'm not going to lie. Let's see what she's all about. Let's have a look. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I can see. It's because I was thinking when I was reading that, and I'm thinking, dry. Like any clay, like when I use a charcoal mask on my face, typically I would wet my face. So that's why I was like, put it on dry, but it actually goes on wet. That's why it's like that. So this is the blueberry. We're going to, my goodness, we're going to be glowing. Glowing. Goodness, did I get 2 of the same one? Clay mask. Oh, okay, let's see. Nope. It's always nice when it's a surprise. I knew one was a charcoal. That's all I could remember. So it's like Christmas. Every day here is like Christmas lately for me. My shopping habits. I'm saying, and you know, I shop too much, and in my head I keep thinking, I can't wait to get to Walmart tomorrow because there's some things I want to try from Walmart that's drugstore products. Oh God. Okay, so this is another clay mask, and what's it saying it is? Avocado. Nourishing avocado provides deep hydration and helps to repair the skin barrier for softer, more supple skin. Our moisturizing clay mask is formulated with natural ingredients, making it gentle enough for even the most sensitive skin. All right. So I wonder if this one is the same, and it'll be, so they're this size. Ooh, oh my goodness. They smell yummy. They smell really good. So one's a so we have a blueberry and avocado. I've never tried these, but I mask faithfully. I very, very rarely is there a week gone by that I don't use a face mask. And like, well, I haven't now since Friday. Friday, I did an exfoliating mask before I did my microneedling. And I'll do microneedling again this week sometime. Live again. Because it's always great showing everyone how red your skin gets. Someone commented and said, oh, I love red, because my skin, of course, was all red from microneedling. And I said, I know, isn't it sexy? So this here is the charcoal. I forgot to read it. It's the charcoal mask. Remove impurities from clogged pores, gentle exfoliate dead skin cells, and balance oil production with our detoxifying bamboo charcoal face mask. I don't know if I'm a sucker, but I can't wait to try them. And so, like, I'll show you another. This is a face charcoal mask I use all the time. Let me see. I know I have a brand new one here that I just got. I think that was yesterday's. I'll show you. And this is, I needed it, a new one. Mine was completely gone. The last time I used it. There we go. Last time I used it, I was cut the bottle. So I knew I needed a new one. So this one is thick. So you can see, like, and I'm pressing, really pressing on it. So what this one does, now this one here, but you put it on wet. Ooh, not on dry skin like this. So Nora, you put that on wet, your like face dampened, and then you let it dry, and it goes really, really light. It'll go like light, like this one right here, like the avocado on it. I don't know this. I don't know which one's which now, for God's sake. Do the sniff test and we'll find out. But they feel really good. But so I can't wait to try that charcoal one, because like I said, like this one can get a little messy. You make me want to do a curl. Oh my dear. Listen, I am 100% about self-care. 100%. If you don't take care of yourself, then guess what? Oh, one sec. I'm just picking up all my garbage. You don't take care of yourself, nobody else is going to do it for you. And I have no problem having some self-care, because you need it in your life. And I take a day every day. Like, so this past Sunday, I had more than a crap ton of makeup brushes that were filthy. They were rotten. And luckily, but I don't use my face brushes, my makeup brushes, really more than a week and a half. But I have so many that I don't wash them. I tell everyone you need to wash your makeup brushes weekly. I don't wash them weekly because I have a lot of brushes. So I put the dirty ones aside. But Sunday, I had, oh my God, I put it on my community post. I would say I had about 60 darn brushes to wash Sunday. And I think I counted them yesterday. They were drying on my makeup container there. And I think I had like 10 beauty blenders and powder puffs. So I was like, oh my God almighty. So yeah, but you should do it. And self-care is the best thing that you could ever think about doing for your skin. And it makes you feel good. Like, even if I'm having a shitty day, which happens quite regularly, I lay in my bed and I'll microneedle my face. I literally, and my husband has come in and he has laughed. He'll see me just propped up in my bed with the mirror and I'm microneedling. He's like, what are you doing? And I always tell him, honey, trust the process. I think he's afraid that he's going to wake up one morning and say, "Where's my wife? She looks too young." Wouldn't that be like amazing? What have you done with her? Honey, I'm still here. I'm still here. I just got new skin. Who am I kidding? But if you don't take care of yourself, nobody will. Then life. You have no idea how happy I am to see you. I have just begun taking real dedicated time for a facial routine. Skin looks better and I look better now too. Good for you, my darling. Self-care is the best, the absolute best. If you, like I said, like if you don't take care of yourself, nobody will. Nobody is going to do anything for you. Oh, before I forget, I do have a $15. It doesn't do anything for me. It's for you guys. I have a $15 code. Oh my God. The hair. I have a $15 code for if anyone is interested in anything from Head Candy. It's on your first order. So it's $15 off on your first order. We are doing a hair air dry today. I am not in the mood to dry it. And the more times that you can air dry your hair, the better it's going to be, and the healthier it will be. So if I don't need to air dry it, I mean, you can't get much straighter than that. It dries as straight as a whip. So that's why the next day, might not even be tomorrow. I like to go like on the second, third day. That's when I like to put curl in my hair, because that's what gives my hair, actually makes it look like I have hair, because my hair so thin. It's very fine is my hair. We call it a fine head of mop. But what can you do? I have hair, so I can't complain. Well, I can, but no one cares. No one gives a hoot. So how have you been, van life? I've missed seeing you. But I mean, with all the caca going around on the streets, I can't blame you. I've been trying to be a good girl, stay in my own lane, keep my mouth shut. But it's not always easy. But I'm trying. I know I'm trying to stay away from it because it's too hard on your head. It really is too hard on your head. And I've already put like some mousse. I've even got a purple toning mousse for all this lovely silvers. And I've also put some vitamin E in my hair. And I put some Moroccan oil on the ends. So yeah, so are you still traveling around? Because I know you live, is it a van you have? Like a travel? I can't remember. I don't know. I'm probably completely wrong, girl. But I thought for sure you did. Yeah, I don't stroll the DC. That was new for me, and I dropped in on Bobby today. I love her and you, Glenn. I never had a problem with Mom, and she was in there. Well, I had been on vacation. We were away in Miami, so I missed a lot of her streams. And when I came back, she was talking about Bosch, and I always liked Bot. And so I went in there and I just asked questions like, well, like, how do you know? Like, because I was behind, right? Yeah, it didn't go well. So I don't go there no more. But yeah, I was completely mortified, to be honest. Completely. So I stay away. And I love you too, sweetheart. You have always been a doll. Always been a doll. Yes, a Thor. Oh my God, I can't see anything. Yes, a Thor. Wait, no, I'm home. You are home base right now. Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, but I tell you, I think it would be, I was saying that to my husband. I said, wouldn't it be nice? Like, once you retire, and we'd get a nice big motor home, and we could travel all summer in this motor home, and then we could say, screw you all in the winter and go south. He's like, you really do dream big. So I guess that's his way of saying it ain't happening. But I thought it was a lovely idea myself. No house to clean. Oh my good Lord. Like, in the next 5 years for sure, he'll be retiring. And I mean, he don't want to be 90 when he retires, for God's sake. I told him, you're already 60. He robbed the cradle. He was like 100 and I was 20. That's not true. I was 20. He was 26. We got married just last year. So yeah, I told him, like, it's time. It's time, boy. So anyway, be right back. Hub's coming in. No problem. So I was telling him, it's time, let's do, like, it's not too much long. It shouldn't be too much longer. And so I'm figuring in the next 5 years anyway. And then it's time to get rid of this house. We have still 1 out of 3 boys at home, the baby, but now the baby's not a baby. The baby's almost 26, no longer a baby. So I'm sure in time he'll be gone too. And, but I'm not kicking him out. Don't get me wrong. So then I want to downsize this. Like, we no longer will need this is 3 levels, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. Like, we just don't need it then. And the cleaning, that's what, and I want everything on 1 level. So if there's going to be stairs, I'm out. He can't do them. I struggle with them daily. And I don't think I take a step up and down them without a little few choice words. When I get to the top of it, it's not always sweet. I might act sweet, but it don't sound sweet. But what can you do? So that's my plan. So I have been, in the winter, the closet that's in here, I have in 3 of the rooms are full of my clothes. And I mean, it's gotten out of control. Literally, it's gone crazy. So in the winter, I went through this closet here. I got rid of 2 full garbage bags of stuff that was gone. But I decided yesterday, the next rainy day that we have, because no way am I doing it on sunshine. That's not happening. The next rainy day, I'm starting in again. And anything that I didn't wear out of this closet in this room for this winter is going, because the time's going to come and we're going to want to move, and I'm going to be so overwhelmed with so much crap that you don't need. And what do you do with it all? And if you're going to downsize, like, there's no way we'll probably still have 3 bedrooms, but I don't want to have 3 bedrooms full of clothes belong to me again. Like, it's nuts. It's absolutely out of control. So I'm the first to admit, but this one here, in this closet here, though, I have a lot of my extra, foolish things that, the day comes that we're going to move, that's going to be probably all gone. But it's a full wall to wall. It is packed in clothes. So it's gone nuts. I need to clear out and just donate it and be done with it, because who wants crap around? It gets on my nerves. So. But that's why today, Sunday, I gutted my vanity here. And it's 10 drawers. I stripped them all out. And my mother said to me today, so how much did you throw out? And I said, what do you mean throw out? I was just rearranging. She's like, well, it's time to get rid of some of that foolishness. Mom, it's makeup. I said, but I did throw away some liquid eyeshadows that were dried out. Oh, big deal. She said. I mean, like, I'm not going to throw away stuff I used. It was just I need to rearrange it and make more space because there's more crap. And here I'm saying, I shop too much. And then I'm talking about, I can't wait till tomorrow to get out after I lay out in the sun to go to Walmart, because I saw another influencer, and it was Tati. And she was talking about all these great deals for less than $5. at Walmart. So I'm going to go and see if I can get some of them and do a, a full review on them. I did a drugstore video yesterday. So if anyone wants to see that, the foundation that I used and the concealer, I'd say 100%. It's drugstore, but it felt amazing. It was really, really nice. And an eyebrow pencil from e.l.f., 100%, absolutely loved it. So it doesn't have to be all high-end quality products, but in all honesty, and that's why, back to the whole pharmacy, that's why I started with pharmacy. And it wasn't really just to promote it. It was because I like getting a good deal. And to get 50% off of everything of high-end products was a win-win to me. So some of the drugstore products that I have bought, like the foundation, for example, is more expensive than what I spend on pharmacies. But it is quite nice. I can't say I like it better than the one with pharmacy, but I definitely would say I like it equally as much, for sure. So yeah, it's quite nice. And even the powder from e.l.f. So yeah, I have a little bucket here of the drugstore stuff. And yeah, I was quite impressed. I was really pleased. So if you guys haven't seen that video, go back and watch those if you would. That would be awesome. And if you guys wouldn't mind, if you haven't seen all my videos, there's not a ton of them. I mean, I'm just getting going. If you go back and rewatch them, you don't have to rewatch them. Just put it on your tablet or your phone or whatever. Turn the volume down. You don't have to hear this trap for an hour. Just turn your volume down and let her go. And that helps me with some viewing time. So because you need 4,000 viewing hours. At my rate, it's going to take me a heck of a spell, but it's okay. Patience, not one of my finer strengths, but what can you do? So anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go. We've been here almost an hour, and I've got some real nice goodies to put away. Oh, I'll show you something else too. This is also from Eye Candy. I didn't get this today, but we're going to put a little on. This is an eye cream. So we're going to see what it's like. I'm not going to say, see what it's like. I have used it. It feels really nice. It's extremely creamy. Very, very creamy. And this was a free gift on my last order. And actually, I was supposed to get a free gift this time, but unless maybe the soap. I'm thinking that might have been the free gift. I'm thinking. But what do I know? What do I know? Think. I said that to my husband the other day. Well, I think it was this. And I said, well, that's your problem. You think. You were thinking. Hello, Jamie. How are you? Sure thing. Thank you. Oh, my God. See? And my glasses are all foggy. Janice. Sorry, honey. I thought I seen Jamie. I seen a J-A, and I just went, ooh. Janice, thank you, darling. I appreciate it. Don't forget to comment on my first video so you can get entered into my giveaway. And I'll have tons of goodies for that. So whoever wins that one is going to be loving it. And I plan to do them frequently. So that's like my mission isn't for anyone. You don't have to buy a thing. You don't have to subscribe to a thing. You don't have to do a thing. I'm just here to show things that I like, offer you guys savings. If you want it, great. If you don't, that's okay too. Like there's absolutely zero pressure from this girl, zero. So yeah, you feel free to do whatever you want. If anyone has any questions, I'm down for it. But my mission, and I've said this right from the very get-go, is not for me to sell all kinds of things. My mission is to help other ladies to feel amazing in their own skin. Because when you feel amazing, you look amazing. So that's my goal, is to help women to take better care of themselves. Like, it doesn't mean you have to run to the spa. Now, let's be honest, there's nothing better than a spa day. I'll never knock it. I already told my husband, come September, this girl is taking 1 day a month, and I'm going to the spa. I don't care if it kills me. I'm going to the spa. I love a spa day, but who can afford that every single month, right? So that's why self-care is amazing. Okay, you're a blessing. Oh, God love you. Thank you, sweetheart. And I'm also going to I'm going to be doing a talk soon. I've got to write a bunch of stuff down as I think of them. But I know there's an awful lot of people that deal with chronic pain. And I have been dealing with chronic pain since 2000. Well, my neck injury, that happened at work. I was a manager at a Payless Shoes. And if anyone's familiar with Payless, so at Payless, they used to have these long poles and it had this attachment on the top. And we used to lift the boxes from the shelving. So it was just the individual shoe boxes. But I'd gotten so good at it, I could take like a half a dozen out of a time and whip them over to the other side. But this day, it didn't go so well. I went and I only had 4 pairs on my pole this time. So when I went to take it, the rubber thing must have come loose and it collapsed. So when it collapsed, I went backwards and there was a stool there and I stumbled over the stool. And that's when so I held my arm back like that. So that's what happened to my shoulder surgery, which didn't happen for goodness, I would say 4 years later. Because every time I complained about my shoulder, all they kept saying it was the disc bulges in my neck. So that was in 2004, and I was off work for 18 months with that. I went back to work. I was only back to work for maybe 2 months, and I couldn't deal with the pain. It was unbearable, the shooting pain down my arm, and it's because I had 3 tears in my shoulder that nobody had found. So eventually I ended up, but then while I was off, I was only off then the second time 6 months, and I had a bad car accident. This young girl ran a red light and T-boned me as I was taking my 2 kids to school. And they were only in grade 1 and 2 at the time. So I was taking them to school and she ran a red light. I was literally, oh my goodness, I'm going to say 2 minutes down the road, literally 2 minutes, and smash. I didn't know what happened, what went on. I stopped. I had no choice but to stop because my axle was broke right in half. It was a minivan at the time and completely undrivable, of course. So I got out and I completely was dazed, completely forgot I had children in the vehicle. I was out of it. And finally they came up and I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. They were good. They weren't hurt or anything like that. They ended up going to school. One of their teachers drove by and took the boys to school. I don't know what I was thinking. Like they should have gone to the hospital too, really. But they were checked by a paramedic there. So, and they were good. Thank the Lord. But I was in such excruciating pain. It was unbearable. Both of my arms were like, it was nuts. The pain was unbearable from my neck, and my arms were nothing. I couldn't lift them. They had to put, first, so I ended up calling my husband and I called him at work and told him where I was. It was like at the end of my street. We were just in an accident. Okay, I'll be right there. I'll be right there. I said, don't worry. Like, I'm okay. We're all fine. When he gets there, he freaked out. I'm on a stretcher getting ready. They're trying to put me in an ambulance. And I remember this firefighter got in my van. I was in there and he's examining my neck and all this. And I know I just about passed out and he's just like grabbing a hold of me. And I told my husband after, I said, no, I don't think it was pain. I said, I think it was, he was so doggone good looking. He was very handsome. And this day, I was notorious for taking my kids to school in my pajamas. I mean, I was like, heck, I'm out the door at 8:30 in the morning. Who wants to friggin' get dressed at 8:30 in the morning? I didn't. So I was notorious for just having my pajamas on. Well, this day, there was nothing matchy about these pajamas. Nothing. Hi, Cher Bear. Hey, beautiful. I'm here in a meeting. I'll catch the beginning at the replay. Thank you, sweetheart. Enjoy your meeting. So I was in pajamas, and the bottoms, it was just an oversized t-shirt. And I always wore a pajama set, but I didn't this night. So it was just an old oversized t-shirt. And the pajama bottoms were like, they were winter pajama bottoms, but they had big teddy bears all over them. Well, and there was didn't know, but there was a hole in the crotch of the pajamas. And wouldn't you know, I had to be in an accident that day. So after that, so I ended up going to the hospital. I'm in excruciating pain. They did an MRI, all this stuff, and they don't find the problem with my back. So I went for 2 full years. At the end of it, I couldn't stand by myself. I'd have to have my husband on one side, and I was walking with a cane on the other. The pain was unbearable. So finally, the orthopedic surgeon that I had, he said, okay, I'm going to send you down for a stand-up x-ray. So I went down for the stand-up x-ray, and I got down there, and it wasn't even all done. And the technician said, oh, you're just getting ready for surgery, are you? I'm like, well, I don't know. So we went back up the stairs, and my surgeon, he looked at me and he said, oh my God, I am so sorry I didn't find this. So I had a slip disc that was causing major nerve problems as well. So I had to go in and have 2 discs fused. I have 2 steel rods. I was walking with a walker for a month. I wore a back brace for 3 months. Then I had to use a cane for months and months after I stopped with the walker. It was horrid. But that back surgery was classed as a failed back surgery. Even though I wouldn't say it was a failure, but that's in the medical, they call it a failed back surgery because I still live with excruciating back pain and the nerve pain. So I just had another back surgery. It'll be 2 years this October is when I had the spinal stimulator put in, but I'm almost to the point of maybe I need to take that darn thing out because I couldn't take it out. It's implanted. But I mean, I don't feel any better. My leg, the nerve pain is as bad definitely as it was prior to, but if I turn off the stimulator, it's like twice as bad. So I don't know. You're darned if you do and darned if you don't. But now I'm waiting for a pain clinic, and it's just, it goes on and on. So anyway, why I got into all that, I was going to do a talk some night on chronic pain. So if there's anyone that would like to be a panel guest, I'd love to have you. Anyone that also deals with chronic pain, and we can share experiences that we have and that we live with, and, you know, things that get us through the day, and just what works and what don't work. And some days I can say nothing works. I mean, I cleaned this room today and I was dying. My back was just brutal. I had to lay down. I laid down for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and I went to sleep. I had no choice because I wouldn't be able to function. Like, I just wouldn't get through. And, you know, so I understand, Janice, sweetheart, what you're dealing with. If anyone gets it, I get it. And my heart goes out to you because I tell everyone, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. And I'm sure, Janice, like you as well, like, yeah, you can put on a front, you know, because people look at me and they think, oh my goodness, like, there's nothing wrong with her, because on the outside, it doesn't look like there's anything wrong. But on the inside, I feel the pain and I deal with the pain 24/7. So it's not fun times, you know, but I mean, I get through. Hi, Day in Life. Welcome back. I was just talking about my struggles with chronic pain. It's not pleasant. It is a challenge. And yeah, so I was saying that if there was anyone, I want to do a panel one night and hopefully get someone on that also deals with chronic pain, and, you know, like, share struggles and what helps get you through the day, and, you know, stuff like that. And So it's just, so if anyone is interested, no pressure, no pressure. If anyone's interested, just comment. You can send me an email, kpiercy@eastlink.ca. And I'm game for that. I am same. My God, I can't see for squat. I am same. Wait now. I am same. Wait now. I think you're saying remember. Wait now. Bro, you broke your back in 3 places working on the ambulance. Oh my God. Yes, email me, Van Life. And if you'd like to come on panel some night and we talk about it, oh my goodness. Now, did you have to have any, that wasn't recently though, was it? I hurt. So I only go in skis and in the bushes every blue moon. But it was a while back and I heard him say that you weren't well or something, because I think someone had asked, in 2019, oh, you poor thing. So you know what it's like to deal with chronic pain, sweetheart. You poor thing. My heart goes out to anybody that suffers like it, because it's just not fun. And last summer was so bad. I am like a 100% beach bum. Love the beach. And I typically, any day that was nice, the year before, like any years prior, I would, for the most part, I would get up and I would push myself and I'd go to the beach, because I would always say, nope, that's it. I'm going, I'm getting sun-kissed and I'm coming back a new woman. But it was like, I would go and I would be there for I could go for 3 to 4 hours. And I would feel like a brand new person coming home, even though I'm still coming back with the same amount of pain, probably even worse, because, you're laying down, and between laying down, sitting up, carrying your junk and whatnot. But I still felt better because it was something that I loved. Well, last summer, I couldn't even do it. Last summer was the first summer that I've lived in Nova Scotia, and I'm here 28 years next month. It was the first time in that was 27 years in 27 years that I had not been to the beach, not one time. I couldn't do it. I could not even, and I don't know if I'm sure my headspace was in a different space too, though. It was horrible. 2019, cannot have surgeries. Yes, I recently fractured 3 ribs. Oh, and you have osteo. Me too. Oh, you poor thing. And ribs, and they can't do anything for it. Oh, you poor thing. How are you feeling now? Are you doing better? Yeah, no one said. He just said you weren't feeling well. So, or you were sick or something, and I didn't ask any questions because I don't talk in there. So I wouldn't say nothing. But I mean, I'm like you though. I had to stay away from it. There comes a point in time where you do what you have to do for you. And for me, that meant staying away from that bull. It just wasn't worth it. Nope. I was down 6 weeks. Much better. Oh, awesome. They say that the sun really helps. My God, I need to wipe off these glasses. Like my eyes I'm like, holy sugar. Well, the other day I thought I'd be really, really good, and I put in my contacts before I went live. Well, for the love of Lord, I had to put on my glasses with them. I couldn't see a freaking thing. And I think my glasses I'm due for a checkup in September. Holy Moses, I can't come fast enough because I can't see anything. Now, they say the sun really helps with pain. I have pinched nerves in my back, but healthcare is so expensive and I'm unable to work, so it's hard to get treatment. You must be in the US, are you, Jeannie? Or my God, Jeannie, jumpins. Health. So I'm in Canada. Healthcare in Canada is so when I go to the hospital, we don't get a bill. There's no bill. There's nothing but now granted, we don't pay directly for our healthcare, but you're taxed for healthcare. You know what I mean? So, excuse me. So you never pay for any visits or anything like that. But with that being said, I have been waiting since last August, so it'll be a year now this August, for an MRI. I haven't heard a thing. I have been on a list for a pain clinic for over a year. Still nothing. My doctor told me yesterday, sorry, but they are so understaffed. Now it's a 2-year wait. So, I mean, free is great. Well, it's not free, but you know what I mean? Like, you're not paying directly for it. That's great. But when you can't get in to see anyone, it's not so stinking great. We all say, and we're all here in Canada, and we're like, oh, for God's sake, our healthcare sucks. I watch you and Tara a lot, but oh my God, but my eyesight is bad, so I don't comment much. Yes, I'm in the US. No problem, sweetheart. And if it helps you better with your eye, because your eyesight is not good, type in caps. I totally understand. Like, look, I'm not one of these people. Don't be cap blocking my chat. No. If you need to type in caps, honey, you go right ahead and do that. Hubs again. My goodness, them men. They're so needy. What's wrong with them men? Did you know that Manitoba has the most cases of MS? They think, oh my Lord. No, I did not know that. Hello, Kay, sweetheart. How are you? Kate. I said Kay. Kate. How are you? No, I did not know that. Had no clue. I have a cousin in New Brunswick, and she was diagnosed with MS. Oh my God. I'm going to say at least 15 years ago, at least. You're good. Oh, it's so cold. It was freezing here today. Freezing. I had to lay down after I cleaned my room. My back was gone. So I laid down for an hour and a half to 2 hours. But in between it, I woke up and I had to get another blanket to put over me because I was froze. And when I got up, I said to my husband, oh my God, it's freezing. He said, it is cold today. It was cold here, even though it said it was 19, my bullet. Tomorrow's going to be a go stretch out on my lounger and just bake. That's tomorrow. And tomorrow at 6 o'clock my time, I'm going to be doing a live. You guys are going to like it. So we're going to do one half of my face is going to be the correct way of doing your makeup as we age. And the second half is going to be the wrong way. And I'm going to use the exact same products on both sides of my face so that you can get a really good comparison. And then you're going to see like how much one drops and one like really lifts. So then you can see how much it actually works. So that's 6 o'clock tomorrow, because I had to look at the weather forecast first to see like, okay, what time are we going to get this moving? And I know after I come in, I got to, shower and all that. So I thought 6 o'clock's good. My God, my eyes got me gone crazy tonight. I'm doing good, but it's very hot here today. Almost plus 40. Wait now, are you in Ontario? I think you told me and I forget. Fahrenheit, that is, yes. 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 Yeah, because your Celsius were Fahrenheit. 85 here in Alabama. Oh, look, I would be in my glee. We were in Miami. I think we're back 3 weeks. I think it's like 3 weeks we're back. And oh my God, we were there for 9 days. Oh, it was heaven. It was heaven. It was hot enough to kill you, and I loved it. And it was funny because, so my husband was there on conference and training for 4 of those days. So while he was gone, I was soaking up the sun at the resort. Oh my God. This resort, if you guys haven't seen it, I put a video on. You're in Manitoba. Oh, okay. You guys always get it hotter than what we do. Tomorrow, I think, is going to be like 28 here or something. It's supposed to be like high, like 28, 27 for the next 3 days. couple of weeks ago, oh my Lord, it was hot. It was in the 30s. So I was on, it was great. They had all these different pools. There was one pool that was, it was in the middle, was all round. And they had, so you had to pay extra though if you wanted to rent that space out, but it had like a Chesterfield up there, a couch up there, and it had like really nice sun loungers. Like it was beautiful, and they come and cater to you, the whole 9 yards. I didn't do that. But all around that circle was a cold tub. Oh my God, I was in and out of that like no man's business. But in between that, you're going to laugh. So I would be on my lounger, and I was just like a princess. So I'd be lying there. It'd be hot enough to kill you, and I'd lay there in this fan and just be blowing on me on bus. It was perfect. When I got there, I was like, oh my God almighty. I am so stinking glad. Even when I'm out on my deck, you'd laugh because, just a second, guys, I got to get something to stick to this and mop up because she are driving me a cray-cray. This is why I put curls and stuff in my hair because I can't stand it straggly, dragging in my face. So even on my back deck, I'm on my lounger. I have that fan blowing right on my face. Then I have another tall fan, like, to cool down my body. And then I have a water bottle that I spritz into the fan and it blows back at me. It's great. It's always too hot and too cold here. Oh yeah, because you guys get it really cold. This winter here in Halifax, oh my Lord, it was fabulous. It was not too cold. Too cold for me. I hate winter. I will never ever say I'm a winter girl. I can't stand it. I want to move away for the winters. But then, hopefully it won't be too long. And, I have 3 boys. Then someone might give me 1 grandchild. No pressure, but I want one. So they tell me to cool down. It's not happening any day soon, mother. But, it is what it is. But so as much I'd love to be away in the winters, but I mean, I'm sure at some point in time in the hopefully near future, like tomorrow, well, no, it's not happening. I wish. I'll have a grandbaby. And I know without a doubt I will ruin it. I have my sister. I was showing you guys a couple of the things I've crocheted. So my sister has the first grandbaby in my family. So my first only great niece. Now I have a gazillion of them on my husband's. But on my side, she's the only one. Oh my goodness almighty. I have her ruined. There's nothing that I haven't made. There's nothing I haven't bought. And the poor thing, she'll never wear it all. Never. So I have to cool down. Oops, hubby came in and chatting. Whoops, so had you on pause. I missed the beach too, girl. The stories we could share and the supportive prayers and compassion too. Most definitely. Absolutely. Anytime you want to reach out to me, do not hesitate. I believe my email is on might be in my about, but if not, it's K Piercey, Piercey at Eastlink, EASTLINK.ca. Anytime you want to chat, you feel free, my darling. Feel free. I understand completely what you go through, completely. And there are a lot of days, but lately I have to honestly say the past 2 weeks, I think 2 weeks. I think about 2 weeks. I haven't spent any day in bed. And that's a rare thing. Oh, thank you, Kate. God bless you, darling. I haven't spent any days in bed. And I think what's doing it, to be honest with you, I mean, even though I don't have a ton of people in my chat, but I have people. And I appreciate each and every single person that comes in. And even if they just say hi, I appreciate everybody. but this has given me an outlook to not focus on the pain anymore. Like, I still have it, don't get me wrong, but it gives me something else to look forward to. And I love doing the videos, like, and it's not about selling anything. If someone wants something that I'm showing, then great. If they don't, that's okay too, because my mission, my 100% soul mission, is to help ladies feel great about themselves. And we should all feel fabulous. We are the first to knock ourselves down. So we need to be the first to pick ourselves back up. So, you know, we all need to be on that same path, because it's power in numbers. Trying to catch up on replay. No problem, sweetheart. No problem. Yeah, like, there's nothing greater or better when you see women supporting each other. It's a fabulous feeling. And when you do that, it actually, like, there's power in numbers. And there's nothing I always tell everyone, listen, women supporting women, there's nothing sexier. And there truly isn't. Like, that's why we all need to have each other's backs. We can all do different things. We could do the same thing, but support one another. And there's nothing better than that. It's been great watching. Oh my God almighty. It's been great watching your videos. My days can be boring sometimes being a stay-at-home mom. So I love having something to watch. Bonus, it's a makeup related. I get it. Listen, oh my God almighty. I wish because I was a stay-at-home mom for the longest time. Then I went back to work I went back to work. That's when I went with Payless's management, but I only worked 2 full days a week. So it was just 2 days a week I put them in daycare, but they were 3 and 4, I believe then. I think it was 3 and 4, the youngest two. My oldest was already in school. So that was great because it gave me an outlook, like it gave me something to do. But then I was home 3 other full days. Then I worked in the evenings and on Saturday, so to make up the time. But I mean, I was worn out. I was a victim. Love her bubbly personality and learning new girly things. Oh, thank you to Pamper Ourselves. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. There's one thing I am, and that's girly. And another thing, yeah, I'm pretty bubbly. I can be pretty bubbly. Sometimes more than others, you know, but we all do that. But I try to be a positive outlook for other women. And it really, like, it's just, you know, like, it doesn't matter what stage we're at in life. Like, I can relate to you, Kat, because Kate, my God, is it Kate or Kat? And which one? Kate or Kat? Kate or Kat? 1 or 2? 1 for Kate, 2 for Kat. Gosh, that would be so hard. I applaud you. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, but it was good. Like, it was really, really hard. Don't get me wrong. But at that time, like, I could have done so much with Payless. I have always been known as a seller. And, you know, like, I could sell anything. And I was recognized for that in Payless. And I was awarded every single month. I had the highest sales, the highest accessory rate, the highest sales per unit. So every single month you get Payless money for it. And every month I got every category every month. And it was just, I worked hard and I loved what I was doing. But my district manager, she wanted me to travel and do teaching seminars on how to sell. But I couldn't do it because my kids were too young. My husband worked full time as well. So I couldn't put that extra pressure. So I turned it down. And then she wanted me to move to Newfoundland and open up my own store. And I had to turn that down too because they were young and I wasn't about to relocate to Newfoundland. I lived there until I was 20. Oh my God, how old was I? 26 is when I moved to Nova Scotia. So I have no desire to go back to Newfoundland to visit. That's it. And it would have been silly. I mean, my husband, we relocated from Newfoundland to come to Halifax because he had gotten a better job. He's in computers. So he had gotten a better job. So it was silly, to relocate back for me to have my own store. It was just, and to have my own store was too much of a commitment as well. It meant like 5 days a week. Well, it was 3 full days. You had to do 4 days, I believe, and 1 night, I think. Something like that. And that was just too much. I liked being away when they got to be that like 3 and 4. But I mean, it was short lived. Then I hurt myself at work. So, but it was fun while it lasted. It was fun and exhausting. Catherine. Oh, okay. Catherine for full. We'll go with Catherine. Perfect. I could definitely see that. You're personable. Oh, thank you. I've always it didn't matter. I was telling my mother one day, this guy came in and I knew he was looking for shoes. He was in drag. Absolutely drop dead gorgeous. I mean, the skin was flawless. So he came in and he spotted me and we went on our way. And he was so comfortable. At first, he was really kind of standoffish. And I was pulling out these shoes, but he wanted boots. So he got a couple of pairs of long boots. And he was so, so thankful. He had long, straight hair. It came, probably about right here. It was all long, beautiful blonde. His nails were immaculate. Immaculate. I mean, he was a real pretty boy, let me tell you. Absolutely gorgeous. So he comes up to the register and I'm checking him in. And I'm telling him about this. And I'm telling him about that. And I'm telling him about another thing, all these different accessories that'll work well to clean his boots and blah, blah, blah. Well, he bought every single one of them. And I was telling my mother and she says, so did you know that he was, oh my God. What did I just say he was doing? Oh my Lord Almighty. It just left me. Cross dresser. I said 100%. I said, what man's going to come in and want high heel shoes? And he needed size 12. And Payless was known for that, to carry 12, 13. I wear a size 11. Hate it. Can't stand it. But I wear size 11. And, so anytime I'm looking at this, I have a rack there. That's just my summer better shoes that I don't want down in my closet to get beat up. But I have probably 3 pairs there that have never been on my feet because I see them and I see them on sale and I'm like, oh my God, size 11, run. Don't let anyone else get them. And off I go. But I don't wear them. But I got to start to. Oh, you're caught up. Awesome. Yeah, so it was, but he was an absolute sweetheart, bought every single thing that I suggested. And he came back. He came back a few times after that. And every time he came back, I don't know if it was coincidence that I was working. And I'd ask some of my other girls, have you ever seen this guy in here before? And they're like, yeah, but he just they've seen him come in and leave. And he would always, but I think it was because I didn't make him feel less than. To me, I don't care what sexuality. I don't care what you're into. I don't care what you dress like. You too are human the same way I do. We all pump the same blood. So it doesn't matter to me. I don't care. Love everyone. That's awesome. Thank you. And there was this other one man. He would come in and he was also a cross dresser, but he was a dirty little bugger. So he'd come in, I'd stand up, except, I'm in my pajamas and pajama bottoms. So he'd come in and he'd strut in like this. And he'd strut it in the long, gray, straggly hair, scruffy old face. There was nothing handsome to look about. Nothing. He was a dirty old bugger. So he'd come in, and I was convinced he'd only come in just to piss me off. So, one second, I gotta get some lip balm. He'd come in and he'd strut in the store. He'd strut around like this. And he always had this wide stance about him when he walked. But he walked in like shoes that were 3-4 inches high. Well, then this one day he came in. One second. My lips are dried out because my tongue hasn't stopped flapping. That's what happens. But I'm thankful I have a tongue, so what difference? I've always been Chatty Cathy, as you can probably tell. So he came in and he sits on the stool and he sits down like this and the legs are sprawled. With a little, I'll never get the picture out of my head as long as I live. And he had like a tartan mini skirt on. Well, I'll be damned. When he sprawled, he had nothing underneath the skirt. And I didn't know if I wanted to laugh or throw up. And I went over to him, politely said, excuse me, I'm going to have to ask you to close your legs or you have to leave. I mean, like, there's kids that would come in the store, right? So, like, come on, you gotta like be like, watch your surroundings. So I went over and I was nice about, excuse me, you either have to close your legs, sir, or you're going to have to leave. Up he went. But he still strutted every time. I'm sure it was just to piss me right off. I don't judge, but I don't want to be judged or have others' beliefs forced in my face either. I'm walking away from that one. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I'll tell you right now. So I was talking to a girlfriend yesterday, and her son is gay. She said she's known that he's been gay since he's been about 16 years old. And he's married to a man, obviously, if he's gay. And never, ever had an issue. So she's in Toronto and, it's all the huge gay pride stuff. And I think the parades and stuff are phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. So she has a friend that he's transgender. So she was just asking like questions because like me, you, like, we don't know all the ins and outs. So she was just asking questions to be educated. Well, he's telling her that she's trans bashing and won't even speak to her. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, because I asked questions because I want it to be educated. Then they feel like I'm not on their side. And I said, but that don't make sense. Like, there's something wrong with that. And she's like, and I've been so supportive, like, their whole life. And even like, and her son, like, there's things, I don't know, going on there. And it's the whole like gay thing. And she's like, but I don't get it because I've never had a problem. And I said, well, then, honey, clearly they have the problem, not you. So make no apologies for that because you don't have an issue. They do. And she's like, you're right. I needed to hear that. And I said, so leave him be and let him come back because you don't have the problem. They do. So it's something within them, but they put it upon us. But I mean, I'm far from like, I have no issue, none at all. And in fact, my, so the guy that this ring here, I got when we got married, we were 25 years. It was time for an upgrade. and I have another one I usually have it on, but it's not on today. It's another thick band and it was an anniversary band and he sold like, I have a real nice pair of black diamond hoops. He sold my husband. So he sold him like quite a few things. And then my son had also bought his fiance's, one of my sons bought his engagement ring from him. And we're Facebook friends and all this. And he's gay. Well, anytime I go into the store, and I was in there last week, my ring was in to be serviced. And I went in to pick it up and my mother was here visiting. So we went in. Well, my mother, she didn't know what to think. And the things that come out of his mouth, oh my Lord, all I could do is laugh, And he looked at me one day, and I mean, and he's married too. And his husband would be like mine, like very, very quiet. And him and I are the extroverts, So that's why we click. And so one day I went in and I'm looking around, and he tells the women in there, he's like, and he looks at me and he said, "Oh my God." He said, "If I wasn't gay," he said, "I'd be all over you." Well, I was no good. I was almost on the floor laughing. He's hilarious. He's so funny. And I mean, I think the world of him. In fact, when my mother comes up, he's one of these people that he will decorate. Oh my Lord. I think last year he had 11 Christmas trees, 11. But now he even told me he even bought another one the other day. So I'm expecting 12 or more this year. They are out of this world. So he told me that, so my mother, he said, "When are you coming back up?" And she said, "Actually, I'm coming for Christmas this year." He said, "How long are you going to be there for?" She said, "I'll probably like the 28th, because I need to go back for New Year's." He said, "All right." He said, "Well, I'm going to have you both over." He said, "You and Kimberly come over." And he said, "And you need to bake," he's telling me. And I said, "Oh, absolutely. No problem." He said, "But I'm going to tell you right now, by the time you leave," he said, all your clothes is going to be off, and your husband's going to want to kill me." I mean, I was dying. And my mother, when we left, she said, "He's quite the character, isn't he?" I said, "Oh my goodness, yes. He's hilarious." And we just laugh and carry on no matter when I see him. And I mean, he's amazing. And decorate, oh my good Lord. He put me to shame. My ex's son married his partner, and they stay in their own lane and not pushing the pride stuff on others. Thank God. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what I mean. Like, I always say I have no problem. And in fact, well, he doesn't even know if they're having a gay pride parade here this year. But if they do, and my back is, I've had a few good days, then I'm going to the parade with them. And I was saying to him, like, I would love it. And he's like, "Well, you need to come with us." And I said, "Oh, 100%, 100%. And I will. And I think they're amazing. But would I want, I've never been to one. I've seen them, in the floats and stuff like that. I have never, ever been to one, but they're pretty amazing. But I wouldn't want anyone like, "Oh no, you need to do this, you need to do that, go here, go there." No, I'm 54 years old. My mother couldn't control me. I don't know why. So I'll be darned if anyone else is going to try to control me too. I have my own healthy mind. I can think, I can say whatever I like. And I'm my own woman. And I think I treat people the way that I want to be treated, which is with a good heart, good intentions. But I mean, if you're going to come at me like a bulldog, well, then the bulldog will come out of me too. But I don't like to do that. I don't like to be that person. So I try really hard not to be that person. So that's why the old saying, kill them with kindness. Because if someone's really, really mean, and if you come back with, "Well, bless your heart, sweetheart. Oh, thank you. I'll take that into consideration." They don't know what to say. And your kinder words, they're stumped for it. They have no idea. But we need to do more of that. We definitely need to do more of that. That's why I've stayed away from a lot of the foolishness in the drama community on YouTube, because it gets to be too much on the head. And I'm a happy person when I know I'm making others feel happy, when I'm putting on my makeup, like when I'm talking about it, I'm explaining how to and not to, so like that's for me, that is sharing love, because I'm sharing the love of what I love. So, I mean, I don't know. I think it's just a good mix. Oh my goodness, these eyeballs tonight. I've been 2 hours and it's a lot of fun. I bet. Amen. I live by that motto, to treat others how you want to be treated. Absolutely. Yes, kill them with kindness. My father always, always said that. We'd come home from school, and there was 3 girls and 2 boys, and we'd be like, me. Oh, this one did this, you know, the three blabbermouths, and you're all, you know, not everyone is all cool, calm, and collect. And he'd always say, kill them with kindness. And it's the truth, because kinder you are, they don't know what to do. Eventually, it stops. And a lot of times you can flip them over, you know. So that's why, you know, as grown women, if you can handle all the extras that go on in your life and still have a clear head, more power to you. I couldn't. It was too much on my head personally. And you get too involved. Like, truthfully, you get, to me, if I kind of feel like you get pulled into it, I don't want that. I don't want that. I'm a happier person doing this kind of thing. And I mean, my goodness, like, I was saying, I used to do videos. I have a beauty page on Facebook. It's still there. I might take it down. I don't know. It's just called Beauty by Kimberly. So I would do lives over there, but it was horrible. Facebook would never, like, you're lucky to get your videos pushed through. Sometimes I would be there and I'd literally be talking to myself, and there wouldn't be a person chatting. There would be nobody there. It was horrible. And that can get kind of hard on your head after a while, even though I'm still doing what I love. But you want something, like, you want a little interaction. I mean, I don't care if I have 50 in my chat. I don't care if there's 20 in my chat. Like, as long as there's people there and people are chatting, they're having a good time, and, you know, there's no drama, there's no bickering. And that's what I want my zone to be, a real safe zone where, you know, like, we can come in, support one another, uplift one another. And there is nothing sexier than women supporting women. And I preach that. I say it all the time. But women can be catty. Women can be so darn catty. And I don't have patience for that. I guess I'm too old of a bird. You know, been there, done that, been on that lane. And it's, you know, like, who wants that? So that's why, like, you know, you show your support. And for me, support, it's not about buying all this foolishness, not foolishness, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not about buying all this stuff and doing this and that. Support could be just hitting the like button. That's support. And to me, that's probably makes me feel better than any of this stuff. And that's the truth, because I know then that you're enjoying what I'm putting out there, and that makes me feel good that I'm making you feel good. You know what? Are you picking up what I'm laying down? Okay, exactly. I'm extremely kind and respectful. I can 100% tell, 100% tell. Really love impatience and anger tend to shut down, walk away, and let God take over. Amen. Good for you. Take care of it. Good for you. And you know what? Like, we need to have more of that outlook. And I'm guilty of it. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can piss me off. Like, you can piss me off. But it takes a lot. Like, you know, if someone came on and said, you look like a crow, I'd laugh and say, well, bless you. Thank you, darling. It don't bother me. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I don't know if I've had the only comment I had was last Friday when I did the microneedling. And I don't know if this guy, I don't even know if it's a guy or girl, whoever it was. And when I'm done, of course, my face is all red. And, but then I was also talking about red lipstick, and this person said, yeah, I love red. And I said, I know, me too. Isn't it sexy? So I didn't know if they meant lipstick or the red face, but I just turned around. I know, isn't it sexy? And most likely it was the red face. But I didn't care. Like, whatever. It would take a heck of a lot more than that to tear me down. I can tell you that. I've been tougher than that, but I don't put out, or I try not to put out negativity. So therefore, not a lot of negativity will come back to me either. So what you put out is what you're going to get. And if you're a negative Nelly all the time, then guess what? It's going to be a negative world that you live in. And that's what, like, and I have friends that I've had no choice but to walk away, because when all you hear is negative, like knit, 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 it gets in your head. And I don't want to be that person that I put that energy out. So therefore, I have a hard time receiving that energy too. And that's why, as grown women, if you can't handle something and it doesn't fit you in your heart mentally, then walk away. Walk away, because you will be a better person for it at the end of the day. And that's what I've had to do that with friends. And I mean, it's sad, but you got to do what's best for you. And at the end of the day, if a friend is making you feel less than, that's not a friend. So I think, I have more love, because you have to love yourself. I love myself. Yeah, would I like to have younger looking skin and be thinner and all the things? Of course. I tell my husband every other day I'm getting a facelift, and he tells me on that day, you're crazy. you know? So, and then I'll say, well, okay, Botox. And he's like, give it up. But, you can nitpick at everything, but what you need to be thankful for what you have. Because you got to look on the bright side. Yes, I have aging skin, but I don't think my skin looks that bad for 54. So appreciate what you have, take care of what you have, and make peace with it. Now, am I opposed to doing any of them things? Heck no. And if I could afford it, would I do it? 100%. I'm not even joking. If you see me coming on someday and I'm all bandaged all the way up to here, and I'm talking a little bit funny, I had a facelift. 99.9% chance that ain't happening. It'll never happen. I've had one cosmetic surgery, and I'll never do another. I was so sick. I could have died. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Share Bear. So what was it? Oh yeah. I had 7 years ago, I had a gastric sleeve surgery. So I've lost like 115 pounds. I've maintained about 100 of it, 105 of it. And so I'm sure, as you all women know, what an apron is. Well, I had a mother trucker of an apron. Let me tell you, it was brutal. It hung down this excess skin. It was gross. I felt horrible. I felt worse than what I did. I was once a lovely 300 pounds. Yes, sister, I was 300 pounds. And actually, my heaviest, we'll be honest, I was 306. So, but I wasn't when I had my surgery. I was only 298 then. 296, sorry, when I had my surgery. So anyway, I was thin. Oh my goodness. I know they were looking at me and thinking, what do you want weight loss surgery for, girl? 296 pounds. You don't need that. Yeah, right. So anyway, I had surgery, and then I'm left with this damn excess skin. And I felt worse about myself. I felt worse than what I did when I was way heavier. So I went and I saw a plastic surgeon, and I got approved to have the apron removed. Now, I need it too. I could use a tummy tuck on the top, but it ain't happening. So that part was approved from MSI, which is our healthcare in Canada. It depending on what province you're in. So I'm in Nova Scotia, and it's MSI. And anyway, it was approved. So I had the surgery done, and that was 2 years after I had, 3 years after it was 3 years after I had lost the weight. And because I'd maintained it, I was a candidate. And sis, don't these people know that I'm live? I can't talk to them. That was a phone call. I had to decline it. So anyway, it was 3 years later. I had the apron removed, and it's called a panelectomy. and I had it done. And I remember saying to the surgeon, so how much skin, or like, you got to tell me how much it is that you removed. And he's like, okay, we have time. We'll weigh it. As soon as my eyes opened up, the first thing out of my mouth was asking, how much did it weigh? It was 8.5 pounds of extra skin. That was only one part of me. So I ended up, I had a tube on each side that drained out. Surgery. Oh my God. Yeah, I'll never, ever, ever do another plastic surgery. So I had a drain on both sides of me, and that was, I believe, on a Tuesday, and you had to mark down every couple of hours how much was accumulating. So I keep marking it down. So I went back then like 2 days later, and they removed the left drain, but the right one was still filling up too much, and I was bandaged up and all that. So that was on a Thursday. Well, then I had to go, and then 2 days after that, I was supposed to go back then again, I think on that following Tuesday, to have the right one removed. Well, I woke up in the morning, and first the day before, so that's Monday, it started not filling up so it was like, it was almost like the container, like it was like a container about that big. And everything would drain in there. Well, that afternoon, it started draining out from the incision. So where the drain was, it was draining out from that. And I had 2 bandages, and I had no energy whatsoever. I was going to faint. Went into my bathroom, and my girlfriend had to have that done after the surgery. She also had arms and legs done. Oh my God. Yeah, like my arms whoops, we get in the camera. Where am I? Okay. So they're not too bad. I know other people that they're a lot worse than that. So they're not too bad. The only worst part of me is my upper belly, which has extra skin, and my inner thigh has it's not bad. It's not near as bad as it used to be. So there will be no more surgeries. And the scars are horrid. Like if I was to have my inner thigh done, it would be like the scar is right up the inside of your leg. I think I'd rather have little jiggle, to be honest. As much as I hate that jiggle, I think I'd rather that. So when I went that Monday, that right drain was draining out from the incision. And so I had one other band. One of my other ones I had one dirty, one on. Well, the one that's totally drenched then in blood, and that's what was coming out of it, was like blood. So I went into my bathroom, and I was trying to clean it in the sink. Well, I almost fainted. I was so darn weak. It was unbearable. I couldn't even rinse it out. So luckily, one of my sons was here, and he went in, finished washing it out for me, put it in the dryer. In the meantime, I called my husband. He went and bought another one to bring home to me. That night, nothing was draining out of this. Nothing was coming into it. The horrors of surgery. Oh my God. Falls from cancer, operation, and drainage tube. Falls. My God, my eyes are horrid tonight here. I should have more lighting over here on my desk so I could see better. And it's awful. Like they're so scary. It's so scary. And nothing though was coming out of it anymore then. And from 5 o'clock, and you were only allowed to you couldn't have, I think it was 30 cc's. You were not allowed to have more than 30 cc's in a 24-hour period. Well, from 5 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock in the morning, I had like 30 to 40 cc's, and it was pure blood. So I cleaned it all and stuff like that. And I had to go back and have this drain removed. Well, I went downstairs and I went to the table, and my head just flopped. And I looked at my husband. I said, I don't know if I can go. I don't know how I'm going to get in there. I cannot stand up. I was gone. So he actually had to help me getting dressed. And we got to the hospital. He parks at the door, brings me in so I can sit so he can go park, had to help me walk in. Well, as soon as I got in there and they took the bandages, so I had a big binder around me. But when they removed the bandages, then she's like, "Oh my goodness, when did this happen?" And I'm like, "What?" Well, when everything was removed, I had this redness come right up my stomach and all the way down to my knee on my left leg. I was completely septic. That's why I was so sick. I was rushed just like that into Emerge, admitted immediately, and had me hooked up to intravenous and just pumping it into me. I was sick as a dog. Oh my God. I had no energy whatsoever. And I knew they were scared to death, scared to death. So after that one, no, I'll never do it again. Never. It was brutal. Yeah. Won't be it won't be anything that I ever want to repeat. And so that's why anytime I mention anything now, I joke to my husband about a facelift. I'll never do a facelift, but we don't know. There could be Botox. But facelift, no, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, oh my God, it was awful, awful. Well, my mother, she was so scared to death. She was in Newfoundland and she was at the hospital the next morning, I think 9 o'clock in the morning. She flew up right away and had my son pick her up early in the morning and boom, she was right there. She wouldn't leave my side. Then she was up for a week or maybe even 2 weeks. And I was like, oh my God. I was in the hospital then for 3 days. And finally I was feeling better. But what was happening then, they have a really hard time finding a vein on me to even take blood. So to have an IV put in, it is a complete nightmare. I can't stand it. I think I actually, I don't know. I feel like they're killing me trying to get an intravenous because they can't find the darn vein. It's horrible. I wake up. I mean, when I had surgery? When I had the stimulator put in, oh my Lord Almighty, they were 45 minutes trying to get an intravenous in. And the surgeon had to take over and he said, let me try. Well, when I woke up from that, there was nothing in my left arm. It was black and blue right from my elbow down to my wrist. And my right arm wasn't looking much better. And and they ended up having an intravenous in my hand. So they attempted then again while I was asleep, I guess, on my right hand and ended up putting it my right arm and put it on my hand. Oh my God, it was horrible. And so they put the intravenous in and they'd come in and in 8 hours and they'd have to flush it, pump it up again. Well, every single time, I think all but one for 3 days, they had to change the darn thing because it would pop out. It would just come right out of my vein. So it was a nightmare. So I'll never, ever do it again. So anytime I talk about any of that, he's like, do you remember what you went through? I'm like, I'm only joking. I'm only kidding. But if I didn't go through that, I don't know what I'd do. I don't know. I mean, I won't say it was painful. It wasn't really painful. The worst part is I think it was because I was so sick that I had no energy. I mean, I didn't do anything. I would sit in my recliner with it right back up in my bedroom with a blanket over me, asleep there more often than not, watching TV. Like that was for a week. And then, of course, no wonder because I didn't realize I was sick. And even that rash. So it's funny because that whole rash because it was the infection that was coming all over me that night, because you weren't allowed to get in the shower. So I would just do wash in the sink. Right. And that night when I did that, there was nothing so I could take off my my binder, but I couldn't take off the bandages. So I couldn't see anything, but I never seen anything even come up over the bandage. But when she took off the binder, it was way up over the bandage. But I never removed the binder in the morning when I'd gotten up because I thought I would die in that morning. And literally I was pretty sick. So yeah, you got to be so careful. And when I went back to see my surgeon, so the surgeon who did it, he was a complete, beautiful human being that I'd never want to see again. I will say that. But anyway, he had no bedside manner, not at all. And I'm not used to that because, as you can tell, like I can be personable and, like I like to know people and, and I treat people the way they're going to, people should be treated. I hope I do. So when I went back for my 6-week checkup and so you had to be at a certain weight. Now I was within my BMI, but I was 10 pounds from my perfect BMI. So as long as I was within the 10 to 15, then I was approved for the surgery. I was 10 pounds over my BMI by the time I had my surgery done. And when I went back and he had read my chart and all that, he said, I told you not to have any weight on. I wanted to throat punch him. I wanted to throat punch the man. And I thought, mister, you will not ever lay eyes on me again. And I was supposed to go back again and I didn't even go. I went to my family doctor instead. But he was mad. I know why. He was a beautiful soul. Not. I think it was because so to do the panelectomy, that was covered by our like regular government insurance, right? So he was mad because he wanted me to have a full tummy tuck, but it was another $4,000. At that time, I didn't have $4,000. Like, let's get real. I don't have $4,000 now either. Let's really be honest here. So I said, no, like, I can't do that right now. Like I had 3 boys in university and and we helped our boys quite a bit in university. I was like, now it's just not doable. I'll just do what's covered and that's it. Wait, he changed like a light switch. It was unbelievable. It was night and day how his attitude came. And I even put off the surgery after I had it. I was even approved. I put it off for another 6 months. And his receptionist called me and she's like, well, you only have it. So from the time that you're approved, you only have 18 months then, or you'll have to go through the whole process all over again. And I said to her, I said, well, but I can't afford to have the rest of the tummy tuck. And she said, you don't need to. And I said, well, Dr. blah, blah, I can't even remember what his name is anyway. I said, hi, Bell, how are you? I said, well, he said, I had to have that done. She said, no, my love, you were approved to have the panelectomy done. And if you want to do the full tummy tuck, then that's your choice. But he cannot deny you. He cannot deny you to do that. Even though he'd like for you to do that, he can't deny you to just do the panelectomy that's covered. And I said, okay. So I booked it. And I think I booked it for the next month or something like that. 1 second, guys. I'm going to just have a little draw of my vape, but I don't want to do it on the camera. Desperate measures call for desperate times. So, oh my God, I was not watching someone doing a video one night. She was just dragging on her vape. I was like, oh my good Lanta almighty. Literally, and blow it directly at the screen. And all you seen was like a cloud of smoke. I was like, I could never in a million gazillion years do that. That's why I was like, I'll pull my head off. But yeah, I could not do that. Oh my goodness. You are really late. That's okay, my love. You can always watch the replay. The replays are good. And if any of you guys that are watching that are in the bushes, come on, help a lady out. I'm not that bad. I can be a nice person. for the most part. I'm mostly nice. I'm mostly nice more than I'm not. So if you'd help a chica out and go sub up, hit that little like button and, you know, comment, tell me about yourself. Tell me you're beautiful. Tell me anything. Say hello, whatever. I'd really, really appreciate it. And go back to my very first video, comment on it, make sure you're subbed, hit like, and you'll be entered into my gift away. And I have a bunch of stuff that I'll be putting together for whoever wins. So you want to get in on that. So as soon as I'm monetized, and they say that it was 1,000 subscribers, but chatter in the community says that it's 500. So I don't know, because when I check online, it still says 1,000 and 4,000 viewing hours. Now I'm nowhere near the viewing hours. Nowhere, not even close. Not even halfway. So if you guys if you've watched like any videos you haven't seen, or if you don't want to listen to this voice, turn it off. No, don't turn it off. Turn it on. Back up. Turn it on. You don't need to turn it off. I meant turn it down. Not turn it off. Turn it down. And that's great. It gives me viewing hours. You don't even have to listen. Just play it and walk away. So I'd really appreciate it. I'd really appreciate it. And I tell you what, I'm going to make it even extra special. Anyone that tells me that you are watching my videos, I'm to put it into the comment on my first video, and you'll get another entry. How's that? I'll butter it up for you. So if you tell me you're going to watch some videos, I'll put you in for another entry. All right. And I'll know if you watch, because I'll be watching viewing hours. So you can't lie to me. You can't fool this one. I'm too old of a duck for that. Not really, but just teasing. They dropped it, but it could be certain area. Oh, so when you look, Remy girl, when you go into and look at your viewing hours, does it tell? But are you monetized? I don't know if you're monetized or not. If so, like when I look at mine, it still says 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewing hours. But I heard that it was dropped to 3,000 subs. No, 3,000 viewing hours, and you're not. Okay, would you do me a favor? Go look at yours and see how many it says for you. Like on the, I'll tell you. 1 second now. And if any of you didn't hear me in the beginning, tomorrow at 6 o'clock my time, so at 6 o'clock Atlantic, I'm going to be doing half of my face the correct way. So as we age, there's different makeup techniques to do to lift our skin. So I'm going to do one half correct, the other half not correct, using the exact same products. I'll use the same thing, so that'll be a fair comparison. And you're going to see like why these steps really make a difference. It truly does. So I want you guys to don't miss that. That's tomorrow night, 6 o'clock Atlantic. And today was supposed to be, Tara and I were supposed this afternoon to, I was going to teach her how to do a smoky eye, but she wasn't feeling good, so it's okay. So we canceled that, or not canceled. We postponed that until Thursday, because I already had the half and half scheduled for tomorrow, and there's no way I could do it twice. I drank all the water. There's no way that I could do that, like do 2 in a day. It's just too much for my back. So we're doing it on Thursday. I can't wait to see tomorrow night's. Belle, yes, that's what I thought. I'm not. Okay, so go to your YouTube studio and over to go on the bottom where you see dashboard, content, analytics, comments, and $, click on that, scroll all the way up, and it'll tell you how many subs. So right now, like it says, I have 222 out of 1,000. And then you need 4,000 viewing hours. We're nowhere near that. We're nowhere close to that. Let's get real. Yeah, so tomorrow night should be really interesting. I've been getting lots of ideas. Then I have another one that I don't know if I'm going to do, I might do it make a video of it. And I'm going to show you. I tried it and I love it. So it was a technique to keep your under eyes from creasing. It's really good, really good. So you're going to want to watch that. Oh, and I'll be microblading some night this week again, because I did it Friday night and I do it once a week. I'm a pretty faithful, like I'm faithful morning and night with my skincare. And then I am faithful with the microneedling, because that's part of making me feel good. And if I feel good, then you'll feel good. Not really, but you know what I mean. So anyway, so I'll be doing that. So if anyone is interested, I was going to see, like, if there's anyone, if you want to get your microblades, micro needles, if you want to get them, then we can do it together. You don't have to come on camera, but you can like do it with me so that you can learn you can learn along. That's how I did it. Actually, my first time of doing it, there's another lady that I follow. I don't even know what her name is. Nikki. She has her own company anyway. Nastasia or something cosmetics, or she's on Facebook. I can't remember what her name is. I always have to look her up, but she does microneedling. And the first time so that's what I did. I watched her. I followed along with her one night. And now, I mean, it's once you do it the first time, you got it. It's not hard. Like I remember on my chest, there was a little bit that just sprinkled a little tiny bit of blood. I mean, the next day it looked like a little tiny faint rash, but that was gone like the next day after that. So yeah, if anyone's interested in doing microneedling, let me know, and we can do it together. And then you guys will learn how to do it. Now, the best bang for your buck, and I'm not an affiliate, nothing with them. I bought mine. 1 second. I'll show you in case anyone hasn't seen it. Excuse these real hot, sexy jammies here tonight. So this is the set that I have. This is from Lux Skin, and it's on Instagram. So this one comes with the whole kit and caboodle. So it's got, so first I'll show it like this. Whoops. Because this little container here now does have a little rubber thing that you can put over it. I don't know what I did with that, because I drain it after every time and rinse it out anyway. So that's where you put your rubbing alcohol. So 15 minutes before you start, and it comes with the handle, and then it's got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different attachments. So all you do with it, you put it into your attachment like that, and you go to town. So this is the one I like to use on my face. This is the one I use down like on my jawline, down on my throat, around my chest. This one right here, I use around my eyes. And this one here, I just do when you want to feel the joy of hitting you. Just kidding. So I'll use this one a little lightly between like my forehead and stuff like that. But this one right here, it's just a little brush. And I guess that's just to make your skin feel good. But let's be honest, I don't use it. I don't use that one. But so this one here, I bought it in Canada. It was like I think it was $25 Canadian. And that's on Lux Skin, LUXKIN. That's Lux Skin on Instagram. That was the best deal. So that other lady that I do follow on Facebook, I watch her from time to time. She has her own store, her own company, not store. She has her own company. And I had already had this bought, and I was watching her the first time she was microneedling, and I hadn't started at that point, but I watched her. So I went on her website to check it out. It's the exact same kit. Mine is pink, and her handles might be white. It's the same thing. And it was either $78 or $80 Canadian. This was $25 for the same one on Lux Skin. So that's why I tell everyone, my sisters bought it. Now my mother wants it. And anyone, I tell them, like, And that's what I want to be able to do. It's not about me making money, getting rich. I'd like to be monetized because then I want to be able to, me being monetized is great for you guys because I will do more giveaways. Trust me. I love to do giveaways and give away stuff. And it's not for purchasing a thing. It's just being here. Like that means a lot. So I will continue to do those things, and I want to get like, and to be monetized as well gives me the extra to be able to go and like buy more drugstore products. And tomorrow I'm hoping Luxkin, Skin, yes, Luxkin, and they're just on Instagram, and tell them I sent you. I'm not affiliate with them. But they have a lot. I'll show you guys another night. If you want to see it, I have this, like this, is it LED? I don't know what kind of lights. LED, they're blue. So you can have blue light, red light, I think a white light. So it looks like a mask. And I use it. I haven't used that one for a while. So you put it right over. It's got a strap, goes around your head. And it's got a timer. I think it might be 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, something like that. I can't even remember. But anyway, you put it on, and my husband walked in one night, and he didn't know I had this, of course, like everything else. And I'm just sitting up in my bed with this mask on, and I'm just glowing. And he comes in, he's like, "What are you doing?" And I mean, it's just typical. And then they also have a handheld one, which I like that one too. And it's really nice for getting it like really close. And that one is really nice. And it has the 3 different lightings. Then I have another one that's good for your skin. So it could be for body one. What else do I have with them? The micro needle. I think that's it. But I can show you guys the other skincare tools too. It promotes new skin, cell regeneration, right? Absolutely. It helps put back. So it helps with the elasticity that we're losing. And it also helps with collagen in our skin. So it's all definitely, and if you guys aren't taking collagen, I highly, highly suggest that you do. And that's why, like, I don't know if I can't say it's just the microneedling that I know my skin is looking better. And I was saying last week, like up around my eyebrows right there, those were like yucky, deep. They were getting deep lines. And then I started microneedling, but at around the same time, I started with the collagen. So we sell collagen, and I just mix it in with my coffee, 1 scoop every day. So I think it's a combination of everything. So I can't say it's like, oh yes, it's just the skincare or it's just the microneedling. I think it's just a combination of doing it all. And so, I mean, the more things that the more you take care of your skin, the better it's going to be, because you're only going to get out of it what you put into it. So if you're the type of person that just gets up and splashes some water on your skin and just, run out the door, well, eventually your skin's going to show that. It's definitely going to show it 100%. And I mean, I get a lot of people commenting on my skin, but I've taken care of my skin. Do I have aging skin? Oh my goodness, absolutely. Do I look 30? Heck no, I wish. Do I look 40? Dream on. But you know what? I got skin, and it's attached to my face, and so love what you got. That's what they say. Love what you got. I'm trying. Let's be honest. No, I mean, I am thankful for what I do have. And so, I mean, like I say, I'm not opposed. I wouldn't knock anyone down if they wanted to have, some Botox, fillers, whatever. I've not done it thus far. So it probably, as much as I say I want to, I just don't want, I'd rather do these things that help than to have to be spending like $800 every 4 to 5 months. Like that, to me, that's just, no, I'm too much of a shopper for that. I could be thinking of $800 can go a long way on some goodies that I don't need, but I would get. So, so that's why. And So I'll use what I can, do what I can, and that's the best I can do. And so I do see a difference, and that's what they say. As long as you feel good about it, then that's all that matters. And I feel good about it, so that's all that matters. Microdermabrasion, oh my God. Exploitation is hair removal. So it doesn't, no, it won't, doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't really remove any hair. Or you're saying this is two different things. Yeah, microdermabrasion slash. Is that what you're saying? I'm not sure. I don't know. You got me lost. I'm not sure, Janice. Do you mean like it's the same or? I don't know. 1 second. I'm going to text my son and see if he'll come in and get me some, go get me some water. He's going to be like, are you serious right now? Are you freaking kidding me right now? No, I'm not. I'm working. I'm working hard. Can't wait to see this response. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So sure, read my comment. Okay, I didn't see. Okay, I thought microneedling was to take hair off your face. Oh, whoa. Okay, I didn't see your comment. No, sweetheart. So microneedling is not a hair removal. Microneedling is putting, like, so it's helping to build up collagen in your skin. It's really good for fine lines and wrinkles. It's really good for your pores, and it's going to help build collagen and elasticity back into your skin. Because as we age, we naturally lose collagen, elasticity. Of course, we get fine lines, wrinkles, but no, it has nothing to do with hair removal. Nothing. I don't have, and actually though, if you're interested in anything with hair removal, I'm not a hairy person at all. Thank God. I haven't shaved my legs in, I'm going to say 4 or 5 years. And there's not a hair. I'm like, thank you. It's perfect. But my friends used to be annoyed because we would go down south, and we always went south every year. And they'd always have to shave their legs and underarms, whatever, in a day. And I'd be laughing. I'd be like, really? I didn't even bring a razor because I'm not a hairy person, and I'm not complaining. Not at all. So it's great. But Lux Skin, they do have something for hair removal. I can't say anything about it, have no idea, but I do know they have hair removal, something there. Maybe she could see me right now. Okay, Share Bear. Oops. Read my comment. Okay. So is that what you meant? I read your comment. Yeah. So it's two different things. No one laugh at me. No, my darling. No, it's a good question. You would, but I mean, people don't know. Like, I'll tell you, like, when I heard, it was my cousin, I think, and this was quite a few years ago, but I still never got onto it. When she was microneedling, and she was telling me about it on the phone one night, and I said, microneedling? What the heck is that? I thought it was something that you did like for pain or something. I had no clue. So no, my darling, don't ever feel like that. Oh my God. I have to shave every other day, or my husband wouldn't. Oh my sweet Lord Almighty. No, my good God. No, I'm not. It's great. It's absolutely fabulous. But I never, even like my sisters, oh my, I got mask on my fingers, nails. My sisters, I was the blonde one in the family until I got older. Then my hair turned a little darker, but it was still like a lighter brown. And I was the only blue-eyed kid out of 5 of us. And they all had the dark hair, dark brown eyes, and hairy beasts. So I'm glad I didn't have that dark hair like them and the dark eyes, because I didn't get that. Thank God. No, I was never. So it's great. Okay. Getting an exfoliator. So worth it. Ooh, might have to try that. Might have to do that. You never know. All right, guys, my mouth is drying out of me here. I got no water left. My tongue's going to stick to the top of my mouth soon if I keep going. So you guys have a fabulous night. Don't forget to go back and watch some videos for me and let me know that you did, and we'll get another entry. I promise you. Okay. I used to shave every day, but exfoliator. Wait now. Oh my God, these eyeballs tonight. But exfoliator cut it. Oh, to once a week. Nice. And then once a month now. Oh, that would be nice. Nice. Have a great night. You'll watch from the beginning. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay, Bell, and we have Janice and Sheer Beer, and we have Catherine. And I don't see anyone else. Remy girl. I'm scrolling. Okay. If I missed anyone, I'm really, really sorry. Thank you all for joining, having a great chat. It was fabulous. I never thought this is the direction this chat was going to go into, but it was great. So you guys have a fabulous night, and hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow at 6 o'clock Atlantic, and we're going to do half and half, and we're going to compare and see the goods. All right, guys, enjoy your night. Bye.